Hi everybody, it's Carla. Please excuse the background noise. I've got my washer and dryer going. It's in the little room next to me. But I had just made some cookies this morning, and I just wanted to kind of share an idea with you. This box of cookie mix was new at our Dollar Tree this week, so it's by Betty Crocker Ultimate Cookie Mix Triple Chocolate Fudge. And I got it because I wanted to make my husband some as close to sugar-free cookies as I could. Now I know it's not totally possible. This has 13 grams of sugar in it as you make it according to the box directions. But my husband has type 2 diabetes. It's managed. He takes pills for it. He doesn't have to take shots. And he's had to deal with this for a few years. And he really curbs any intake of sugars if at all possible. He eats his fresh fruit and vegetables, and he gets his sugars mostly that way. But his last checkup 6 months ago, his pancreas was working well, and his doctor said he could introduce a little bit of sweets here and there, you know, just on a special occasion, or if you just really, you know, were wanting to try something. And so that's what we've decided to try to do, and see if I could doctor up some mixes like this. I've tried to make sugar-free, totally sugar-free things, and they just are so bland. It just has no attraction at all. But I have made some peanut butter cookies in the past, and he enjoyed those. And the thing about this mix, it comes with a whole package of white sugar in it, and I used less than half of that package. I probably could have took it down to a third. And I did test the cookies after they were made, and they still have a hint of sweet, but nothing like they would have had if I would have put that whole package of sugar. So I followed the package direction, except I halved the amount of sugar. I added 1 extra egg because I only had medium eggs, so instead of 1 large egg I used 2 mediums. And I added a little bit of water because to replace the other sugar that I had took out, I have been grinding up the leftover bottom ends of cereal. Now my husband can have corn flakes, and he can have Rice Krispies, and he can have oatmeal. So whenever I get down to a packet of oatmeal or a little bit in the bottom of a cereal box, I grind it up in my food processor, and it comes out to a flour type consistency, and I keep that in my refrigerator. And so I will add that to things that are kind of sweet, or, you know, some, not a savory dish, but a sweet dish, and it will bulk it up a little. So I added about what half of that packet of sugar was. I put this in its place, and that's why I had to add probably a 1/4 cup of water to make it where I could stir it well. You might even have to add a little bit more if you try that. But they turned out really nice. They cooked for 13 minutes at 350. And instead of these giant cookies that are showing here on the box, pardon the glare, which didn't give you very many cookies out of this mix, I actually got 44 small cookies because I used a teaspoon size measure and made tiny cookies. So I thought my husband could have like 2 or 3 of these, carry in his lunch, or if he's just wanting something sweet at night, I could put them in little baggies of 2 or 3 and keep them in the freezer for him. He can thaw them out over lunch for the next day, or he could just take it out and, you know, an hour or 2 later have a little bit of cookie, and that's whenever he's just kind of craving something sweet. So I've gotten some other mixes I'm going to try, a regular chocolate chip cookie, and then a couple of energy kind of bars that I'm going to try the same thing with, and see if I can bring the sugar content at least half of what it says on the package, and still allow my husband to enjoy some sweet things now and then. And I think the key too, besides cutting the sugar, is adding the bulk of this ground up cereals that he could have, because he can't have like Raisin Bran, he can't have Frosted Flakes, he can't have Honey Crisp or any like that. It's basically just Rice Krispies and corn flakes and oatmeal. So that's what's inside here. So I just wanted to share with you and give you an idea of a way that you could bring the sugar content down if you have a loved one in your house that needs to watch their sugar intake. And like I said, I've tried it before, and you don't really sacrifice taste this way. I know it's not pure sugar-free, and I'm not telling anyone that has to totally eliminate sugar to try this. This is for people that maybe they've gotten their conditions under control, and the doctor says they can occasionally, just very rarely, but occasionally have something sweet in their diet. And this is a way that I've figured out that I could cut it and help my husband. And when he does eat these cookies, he tests his sugar before he eats any, and then I think he tests it 2 hours later to see what range it falls in. And for him, it falls in a good, safe place. So like I said, this is in no way endorsing anything medical. You have to do what your doctor tells you to do and what's right for you. But this is one way that I've been able to have some goodies now and then for my husband in our own house. So thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye.